Welcome everybody to our Lucky Strike Gold show tonight, this lovely Tuesday evening.
And again for another week.
It's just Talisha and I tonight, and Darren has gone out on a detecting trip.
Lucky bugger.
Yeah. He sends his regards. You will see some videos of him though.
Later on.
Yeah, later
in the
on
video.
In the video. Later on in
He'll
the
still be here in
show.
essence.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very good. Okay, so we've got a giveaway. What's the giveaway, Talisha?
The giveaway is a training day out with Golden Relics Lucky Strike Gold. So this is a continuation on from last week. So now that you know we're opening a new store, tonight I want you to comment where you think it'll be. And at the end of the show, we're going to announce where it'll be.
Exactly where it will be?
A
little bit more, like honing it
We're honing it in.
Last week we said it was in Australia somewhere, didn't we?
Well, I don't think we said that.
Yeah, I think I remember saying that. I think in Australia.
I'll go over and work in like an England one or something.
No, we're not in England. Somewhere in Australia was the latest tip. So yeah, give us your thoughts on where you think that is.
Yes.
That'd be cool. And at the end, at the very, very, very end, I think we're going to go through the comments and...
Yes, we'll go through the comments tonight and take a look, and then we'll probably put a video up to announce the winner.
Okay.
Because it's a $265 valued training day. So yeah, start getting your guesses in and...
Yeah, and that'll be held at Elaine.
Yeah.
That one.
And it's not necessarily going to be the right guess. It's just going to be what catches our eye.
Okay.
But
fun. Make it eye-catching, guys. All right, sounds good. Tonight's topics. We've got Gold of the Week.
Yes, so beautiful 10-gram nuggets.
A Relic of the Week.
Yes, so this is something that crushes gold, but it's not a dolly pot.
What could that be? Start thinking. Newsletter highlights.
Including some great small gold found with a 6,000.
And a video of the week.
Dad and I are back at Slaty Creek for these videos.
And we'll go through some gold myths.
True or false.
And then we'll announce where the new store is going to be.
Yes. So
a general announcement. Okay.
All right. So the gold of the week is this beautiful 10-gram nugget. So I'll get you to hold this one so I can put it on the camera.
It's quite a pretty piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh, of course the camera doesn't want to work now. I was fiddling around with this earlier tonight.
And you got it working.
I got it working.
And now
it doesn't
want to go. Yeah.
All right, we will see if we can show that one later. But it's got a few nice little craters in it. It looks quite smooth.
Yeah.
What does it look like to you?
A bit water worn. Does it look like a bird flying?
I think it looks like a guy on a motorcycle, like a Harley or something.
I do see a motorcycle, but I can also see a tortoise too.
A tortoise?
Yeah. When we get the photo up, guys, you can put your comments in on that. Oh, there we go. We're getting it now.
Do you want to point to where the motorbike is?
Well, is that a wheel?
Yeah,
front wheel?
Yeah.
Back wheel, the person up the top?
Yeah.
Or I'm seeing like a bird in flight, so a wing, a little head. That's his body.
Maybe a butterfly, see if you go that way.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah,
nice
piece.
See what you can get out of that one. Some suggestions. That'd be good. Okay.
And then the relic of the week. We have this gold ball. Well, it's a cast iron ball.
It's heavy too.
But it's from a gold ball mill. So what these mills, they used to be like a big barrel, and they would have multiple balls like this in there, and they'd put the quartz bearing rocks in there, and these balls would tumble around and they'd come down and they'd crush it.
Crush the quartz.
Yes.
And crush the gold out of it.
Yes. So you can still find these out in the gold fields near old mine sites. They're not really worth anything, but they're just a cool piece of history.
That is really cool.
And yeah, they are really
heavy.
I could do weights with this.
Yes. I wonder what it weighs. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. But they come in different sizes because of how worn they become over time. This one here, I'll get it up on the screen again if it works. But you can see it's still got its like lines around it. Yeah. So this is a fairly new one, meaning that it's close to the original size. So yeah, just a little interesting piece of history there.
It is, isn't it? That's really cool. I like that one. Okay, top 5 bestsellers for the week. So number 1, we've got our Made for Muffs headphone hat, which is
it's going to take a lot for that to come off number 1. I think
it's a perennial favourite. They just go great.
When this is up here too, we've got navy and we've got khaki green, and it's a mix of those colours. So every week I have up here the navy photo, but it is a mix of colours, mix of sizes. The larger sizes do sell better.
The smaller sizes are quite small, aren't they? So it's better to get at least a medium large or extra large.
And you just have to measure your circumference of your head, and that will help you determine what size to go with. Yeah. We are getting more greens. We're hoping they're going to start arriving another 6 weeks, I'm hoping. So production's just started again on those ones. So
okay, good.
Talks of more colourways too, which is exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
That's good. We've got number 2, MindLab 6000 batteries.
Yeah, people getting prepared for the summer season.
Yes, and it always pays to have a spare battery, doesn't
absolutely.
it? Like, you do not want to be running out of battery when you're out in the middle of
bush on a good patch. Imagine having to leave that to go home, charge your battery.
Stuff of nightmares. The Nugget Ned sniffer bottles are always popular. Then we've got the Garrett 15-inch super sluices. Now these are super popular with the panners and with the more experienced panners. So that is what the professional panners are basically using is this one.
You can really tell that panning's becoming like a big thing again.
It's gaining popularity, isn't it?
Yeah, I think just because the time of the season, spring, nice weather, water's still flowing, so
price of gold.
Yeah, we've had a lot of panning stuff in the last few weeks.
Nice
to see.
A lot. Water's still cold though. The weather's still been a bit chilly. I mean, we have our nice days, but yeah, we need some nice warm days.
Yes.
And number 5 is the MindLab GPX 6000 metal detector, which is another great perennial, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really popular, and that's what most people are finding their gold with at the moment. Is what we're hearing is the 6000s. So they are definitely a great machine.
All right, now we're going to hop over to a video Dad and I took over at Slaty Creek, where he talks about what to look for in some of the clay. We'll jump over to that one.
Yeah, we're out at Slaty Creek near Creswick. Now, red clay is a really good indicator of gold, and gold sticks to clay like iron sticks to a magnet. So when I'm out, most of the gold that you'll find in the Slaty Creek area is associated with that orangey red clay, as you can see there on the track. So anywhere you see this type of material, it's well worth doing because you will get gold out of that. But this whole area has been surfaced and sluiced, and yeah, you won't, look, it's pretty hard to get gold in their piles of quartz, but where you see that red clay is where we find a lot of gold.
All right, so nice little video there.
It was. Had good fun filming that one, didn't you?
Yes. So here are Trevor's finds that he posted in the Lucky Strike Gold group. If you're not already in that group, I suggest you join. There's lots of people sharing their finds, tips, tricks. It's a nice little community in there. But Trevor found these with his GPX 6000, with a 12 by 7 nugget finder coil. And the smallest of these pieces weighed 0.013 grams.
Wow,
So
that's tiny.
it just goes to show that the 6000 is an absolute killer on the small gold. Like, you're not going to be wanting to walk over. Dad always says like a $50 note, and at the price of gold today,
it's crazy.
Every
isn't
little
it?
tiny bit adds up to something more.
That was a good weekend then for that number of pieces, wasn't it?
Yeah, just in the weekend he found that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well done, Trevor.
All right, product of the week is our mighty #1 bestseller week after week, which is our Made
Getting
from
the
Us
photo up.
hats.
Yes. Yeah, they are popular, aren't they,
Yep.
for anybody doing any sort of outside work, and especially when there's noise involved.
Yes.
So
we're constantly topping up stock. I know we got some more in about 10 days ago, and we're expecting some more in this week as well. So yeah, great little product there, and $39.99.
yeah, it is a great little product, and we sell heaps of these ones, so
yeah.
all over the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So now I've got a tip. So the tip this week is look for what seems unnatural in the landscape. A lone rock, a non-native tree, or odd rock placements. These subtle signs often mark old-timer activity and could lead you to hidden gold. And once you get tuned in to what's normal and what's not out there, you know, like, you know, you can sometimes you see a clump of trees and immediately you think, oh, it's been an old house or an old chimney, or, you know, daffodils or bulbs or...
Yeah. It's funny seeing videos of Dad out on tour, and he'll take the group somewhere and he'll say there's been lots of gold found in this area. I'd suggest going here, here and here, and then someone would say, but there's no holes here, Darren, what do you mean? Like, and he'll point out, well, see how there's no rocks in this little circle here, that means that's an old hole, and see how all these bushes are piled up over here, that's not natural, like someone's gone in and raked the bushes out. And yeah, it's just, he's got such an eagle eye for it. And once you know about it, like being in his presence and learning all about it, you just click onto it so easily.
That's right. I know on our tours just last weekend that we did again, you know, he was pointing out things, and then the customer is saying, oh yeah, now I see it. Now I can't unsee it.
Exactly.
But until he was told, he didn't see it, basically. Yeah, and it's a little bit like, you know, when you buy a certain model and colour of a car, all of a sudden there's cars everywhere.
What's it called? Is it called the red car theory, that, or?
I don't know, it's called your reticular activating system, your RAS. And it's just your brain just, you know, hones in and focuses on it. So, yeah, so it's interesting.
But I feel like Dad has such an eagle eye for it, to the point where he'll see an overturned rock, or he'll see a stick sitting away from a tree, like.
He always says that he should have been a tracker, you know, like a police tracker.
Well, is Desi Freeman still out roaming? I don't know.
Okay, find him. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's still on the large or not. Okay.
Boot camp.
Boot camps.
Obviously the 20th of September one is done and dusted, but we do have the 18th of October coming up in.
Few spots left.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of spots still on that one that's available at Moon and Bell, which should be good. And then we've got the 8th of November, 2 days, that's booked out, isn't it, that one, the Maryborough one. And then we have 17th of November, 5 days at Talbot, and I believe there's only about 1 or 2 spots left on that one.
Yeah, there's not many left on the 3-dayer and the 5-dayer. So
no, there's not.
If you're keen, jump on board. They're the last ones for
the, well, yeah, somebody asked me if we could do one end of November. I'm seriously thinking of it.
I did drop last week that we were half thinking about adding in another boot camp, but guess we'll have a look at logistics and see who's available and go from there.
Yeah, true. No, that's all good. All right.
If you're not a part of our newsletter, we've got the QR code on screen if you want to see our weekly news, tips, tricks, what's going on and all of that, or give us a call and sign up. All right, we've got another video now and back with Dad.
Yeah, it's Darren here. We're out near Slaty Creek, out near Creswick. We're at an old house site or pub site. Besides the obvious, the old cypress tree growing there, you can see this area's got a fairly clear area to it here. You can see the old fruit trees that are scattered through there, but it's a clear area. Really good camping spot here. There's some trees coming out in blossom just there. But yeah, if you want to come camping here and look for some coins and relics, great spot to have a look.
So again, that kind of worked with like the tip and what we we're just talking about, looking for what's unnatural. There was a big cypress tree, which isn't native to Australia, and the plants, the fruit trees and all of that. So yeah, it's all very interesting. I think when you do know about it, you do start to see it
for
and
yourself.
then associate it with how am I going to find relics or gold.
And it's part of reading the ground too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can just walk out in the bush and you can say, well, this has happened and that's happened and I can see this and that and that.
And we we're talking about last week how finding gold is all about finding those patterns, because gold isn't just random. Like it follows patterns in almost all cases. So like once you start applying those patterns and when you start getting a few overlapping patterns, it just increases your chances. And
yeah, that's right. So we're going to talk about gold myths, truth or tale.
Yes, so I'm going to ask you these myths that I have found online and I want you to say whether it's truth or tale.
Okay.
All big nuggets are gone.
No, that's a tale. I think there's still many more big nuggets to come out of the ground yet. In fact, we had, perhaps it wasn't a big one, but we had an amazing one come in.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week. I need to put that in as one of our entries for the next newsletters and put it in the live.
Totally amazing one. Yeah, pretty, one of the prettiest ones I've ever seen. So anyway, yeah, no, there will be more great big nuggets found. I mean, the Lucky Strike nugget, that was found only a few years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a massive nugget. So, yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to these big ones that are going to come out. And have they got your name on it? You know, that's even more exciting, isn't it, if they've got your name on it?
All it takes is the right person with a detector walking over it with the right equipment. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool.
There's no gold left in the creeks.
Plenty of gold left in the creeks. Even Slaty Creek, we were
I
there.
think every time we go out to Slaty Creek, you always get a speck of pan.
That's right. And like I was talking to these guys that were camping at Slaty Creek the other week, and they said, yeah, we got a couple of shovelfuls and we got a few specks out of the bank, and they had a detector. I think they were using an Xterra, although they didn't know how to use it, so we sort of gave them a couple of tips on that. But yeah, no, there's always gold in creeks. Well, in the right creeks, not just any creek, but yeah, gold-bearing creeks, absolutely.
A detector will find gold anywhere.
Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a loaded question. Not really. It won't, like, the detector has to be capable of the depth, and it has to be capable of, you know, if there's power lines or if it's salty ground or whatever. So yeah, the detector has to be capable of finding. It has to be within its realms, and it will generally find it, but it's not anywhere nice. So that's
and as long as you're in like a gold bearing area and you walk over it too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So there's limits, but
old mine shafts mean rich ground nearby.
Okay, well, not necessarily. I mean, you know, some mine shafts would not have been the best payable gold coming out of them. So it may not be the best area. So it doesn't really mean there's rich ground. And also it can be really deep, like too deep for detectors. So you know, I think if you see a mine shaft, you can be fairly sure that was in a gold area because the old timers did not go to all that trouble with pick and shovel to dig a great big mine shaft where there was no likelihood of gold. So they had a good reason to dig there. So, yeah, it means there's gold in the area, but it could be too deep for your metal detector.
Okay, only expensive detectors find gold.
No, not at all. It depends what you call expensive, I suppose. But look, if it's big enough, anything will pretty much find it.
Yeah.
But to get the best out of your metal detector, it needs to be relevant for the area you're detecting in. Yeah. So, you know, I would not go and use, you know, an Aldi machine, for example, in the goldfields because
You'd be walking over gold, then you're waiting for like a massive chunk to.
That's right. It'd have to be like a massive chunk for it to pick up. So, you know, there's not much point really. You're just wasting your time.
Yes. Follow the old timers' footsteps for success.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. I like that because the old timers really did know what they were doing. And they had their ways and means, and they put in a lot of effort. And news travelled fast, even though they didn't have mobile phones back in those days, or the internet. That still, you know, there were gold rushes, and the news really did spread fast. So you'd get more and more people coming to an area where there was gold. I mean, they just couldn't hide it for too long. So yeah, I'd say definitely follow in the old miners' footsteps.
I think it's a good starting point to research it and then work out where you can expand on that.
You might extend your search further than what they have.
Like don't be a sheep as well. Like look for unsearched areas or areas you can go over better, something you can rake apart or.
That's right. And with new detectors coming out all the time, you know, I believe in time it will open up new areas too that we don't know about. And there have been new areas opened up too.
Well, Dad said just last week he found a new spot that had all these workings going on, which is not a gold-bearing location that's on any maps or anything. So
okay, yeah.
Is that where he went this week?
Maybe.
Okay, gold can only be found in Victoria and Western Australia.
No, like every state in Australia has gold.
Yeah.
And a lot of international countries have gold too.
Yeah.
So Africa being the one that really stands out. But no, every state in Australia has gold. Victoria, WA, Northern Territory, Queensland has a lot of gold. New South Wales has gold, but you'll find it mostly in the creeks in New South Wales, I believe. Because it's hard to get onto private land in New South Wales or hard to get onto land. South Australia's got a bit, not a heap, but a little bit, particularly in some corners of the state. And Tasmania's got gold as well. So every state has gold.
Yeah. Shiny yellow stuff equals gold.
No, shiny does not always equal gold. And there's fool's gold out there that we get a few people coming into the shop saying, oh, I've got all this shiny stuff. Is it gold? Is it gold? And they're really excited. And we have to say, oh, no, sorry. It's fool's gold. Yeah. So, you know, it's not worth anything.
I actually saw a post weekend before last, and it was about a tour operator. I think they were panning for gold, and they got this massive chunky piece, but it was just fool's gold, and the tour guide unfortunately thought it was real, and everyone got all their excitements up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just about a post about.
So where was this?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but yeah.
In Australia somewhere?
I'm not sure.
Not even sure. Okay.
No.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No, it's quite different, really. The fool's gold to natural gold, and also natural gold can even be covered up like by ironstone or as a quartz specie, and the detector might go off, and you may not actually see the gold in it. So if the detector goes off, just keep that rock. Don't throw it away, as some people do. They think it's just a hot rock. Yeah. Just keep it, because you don't really know until you crack it open. Yeah. Especially if you're in an unfamiliar area.
Yeah. Gold is magnetic.
No, gold is not magnetic.
No, but a magnet on the end of your pick is still handy if you want to quickly wire out the wire.
Wire out the wire, weed out the
Weed
wire.
out the wire.
That's right, it can be very handy, a magnet on the end of your pick, yeah.
Gold always sits on bedrock.
Well, not always. That's sort of where it's moving down to, because being like the lowest part of the earth, I suppose, and then bedrock is hard, so it can't get through that. But yeah, you'll often find it on the surface. Yeah. So it just depends. I mean, after a couple of million more years, if it's a sunbaker, it might get down to the bedrock. But yeah.
It's always exciting when you're digging a hole, though, and you start getting down to that bedrock, because more likely to be bigger gold when it's down there. Also,
yeah, you're kind of thinking that it is gold because gold is heavy and it drops to the bottom.
Exactly. If you see quartz, there's gold.
It's a good indicator, quartz and ironstone are good indicators, but it doesn't necessarily means there's gold there.
Yep. A strong signal always means a big nugget.
Unfortunately not. Don't we all wish?
Imagine all the cans that could have been big gold nuggets.
Don't we wish? I know that time that we dug down. Oh, it took us hours and hours. It was in WA, and we went through the calcrete, which is like cement.
Yeah.
And when you go through that, you're thinking, this has got to be gold. But unfortunately, we then dug into a goanna hole, and it had the goannas. They like bright, shiny objects, and it had dragged a Coke can up into its hole. And that's what we were listening to the whole time. But we had to dig it, and we didn't actually see the goanna hole. Maybe we should have looked around a bit, but then you still don't really know, do you, when you're in the outback? This is in WA, so yeah, you don't know.
Dug a massive hole this year in Western Australia. I was about knee deep in it, and it was just a bit of tin.
Oh no, it had been like worked with machinery or something, I guess. Yeah. That's the trouble.
I had blisters, and I went back 2 or 3 days to keep trying to find it.
You poor thing. It's disappointing, isn't it?
Especially I was in a patch, so I had gold all around it. And then,
nothing. Not the big one.
No.
Yeah.
All old diggings have been smashed and are worthless to look at.
No. But having said that, you do have to be a bit careful. Like, you are not meant to detect mullock heaps. You're not meant to, pull them down, for one. They are part of our history, and we have been seeing a lot of mullock heaps just totally annihilated out there in the bush. I mean, run your detector up on them, but don't annihilate them. Yeah. So, but some people would never adhere to that advice, so it's going to happen. You're also not allowed to detect around puddlers as being of historic value. So don't go and destroy our history out there, guys. Old diggings, some of them have been smashed, but run your detector over them anyway.
Like, you don't know what detector they use. Was it a really old machine from 20 years ago and that's why holes are there, or were they not the best operators, or
And we always have a saying, nobody can get all of the gold. It just does not happen. People have chained areas and we've gone over it, and boom, out comes a nugget.
And every shotgun pellet, every piece of rubbish you get in that area is a noise that someone else didn't get.
They've missed it. Yeah.
Gold is easier to find under a full moon.
I don't know where that one came from. Hey, I've never tried that, so I can't really say whether that's true or false. We'll have to get out there and try it. If anybody knows the answer to that one, let me know. The only thing I can think is maybe they're moonlighting and they're somewhere they shouldn't be.
Lower EMI maybe, but...
Well, that's true. Yes, absolutely.
All right, now we're going into our big reveal of our location for the new store.
We're going to name the town where the news story is. So it's very exciting, guys.
Do we say town or do we say city?
Well, let's call it a city because it is a city.
All right, off you go.
It is in Melbourne, guys. We're opening a Mind Lab shop in Melbourne.
Yay!
So it is. It's very exciting. That Melbourne definitely needs a Mind Lab dealership.
Well, it's the second biggest city in Australia.
Yes, it is, isn't it? So, and in a good gold state.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, we'll be really, really happy to bring Mind Lab to Melbourne.
Yeah.
And
we're working with Melbourne as well for the design of it and all of that as well. So it's going to look pretty.
Yeah, it's going to look
pretty
pretty.
tip-top.
It's going to look pretty. We hope. Look, we've located a shop. We've got a shop organised, leased. We are having the shop floor extended so that it's going to be bigger than the original shop was. It was a little bit too small. So it'll be exciting to see it coming together because there's so much work to get to this point and you still can't really see what's happening. So are we going to get people to guess where in Melbourne it's going to be?
We might save that for next week, I think. So next week we're going to announce what suburb of Melbourne it will be.
Okay.
But we'll be posting some Facebook posts through the week as well. So if you want
We're going to give people clues.
Engage on them. There's sort of a series of Facebook posts that have been going up, but I wouldn't say it's giving a clue to the suburb that we're in. So,
okay. Well, we might let out some clues anyway.
Yes.
And then we'll get it down to the street, the address.
But we didn't want to overwhelm you with all the news at once. We thought we better just gradually
leak it out. There's been a few leaks too, guys.
Yes.
So massive amount of leaks. But anyway.
No, we're very excited anyway to get it up and running, and it will be open this year, but we will talk about dates and all of that.
Yeah, as things come together. Things are a little bit fluid at the moment, but yeah, we're sort of pushing to get open sooner rather than later. So we'll see what happens. It's still a little way away. So yeah. All good?
Cool. All right, and now we have the winner of the one-day training. Just to mention again, we'll do a video either tonight or tomorrow. We'll go through the comments and we'll post who won. So still a chance to comment in there. Yeah, absolutely. Till what time has everybody got? Just the next couple of minutes.
Oh, is that all?
Yep.
Okay. What do they have to comment about?
It was where the store is opening, what town, but because they know now, they can just do whatever, I guess.
Well, now you can go one step further.
Yeah, start guessing.
Start
suburbs.
Putting your hats on, thinking caps on about which suburb do you want it in? There's one. Right next door. Okay, very good.
Guys, that's the end of our show tonight.
Thank you very much for being with us. I hope you enjoyed the show.
I hope Dad's out there finding some good nuggets in the moonlight.
That's in the moonlight, yeah. Well, we hope he'll give us a bit of a rundown next week, maybe.
Yes. All right, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye. Keep safe.